Good morning.
Good morning. Every time the music starts coming to an end, I say to myself, I hope we don't look like deers in headlights, because sometimes
Oh,
we do. But I think today you were good. You actually came in
was I?
okay. I think
Um,
so.
we stopped the show so abruptly. Well, I stopped the show so abruptly last week. Like I totally forgot to play the outro,
Yep.
intro slash outro. Yeah, I just like okay. So apologies. It just went like boom.
Yeah, and then we were going, oh, well, you said it ended, and I said, are you sure it ended? Because we don't
Yeah,
want to be live chatting afterwards. But yeah, it
yeah,
just went poof, gone.
yeah.
Let's
Anyways,
try.
apologies if I look like I'm doing something. I'm actually trying to share uh the live onto our group as DNGNA. So how was your week?
It was good. It was good. I just find in the winter I hibernate a little bit more than usual because it's
Yeah, so does
cold to go
everybody. Like
out.
I was looking at our page, which is usually like full of like pictures of events. Like you
Yeah,
got a gazillion of them, and it's yeah,
I
it's
know.
a little slow.
I know. And I think back to the days that we used to skidoo and be out in like minus 45, for 10 hours. And I'm like, oh my God, I
Yeah,
have a hard time going out to feed the birds now because it's so
I
cold.
know.
But
This
anyway,
weather is doing a number on my skin too. I woke up this morning and I got like all sorts of flakes. Like I'm like my skin
oh,
is so dry. Ah, I can't wait for the sun to come back. Well, the heat to come back. You know me, I much prefer the heat.
oh, I know. You're a
Mhm.
beach body there. No, last week I did go to the McConnell. Uh, it's called, oh my goodness,
Was it
shop.
like a Poutine Fest or something? Like
It was a poutine bar. I have to say it properly because they've changed the way they say the name. It's Chartwell McConnell Residence, I believe.
okay.
So anyway, yeah, it was a poutine bar, and everybody could invite a guest. So my mom invited me. It was
Yeah.
cute, and you saw the pictures. They were
Yep.
You had a choice, and my mom had chicken, and I had roast beef. Tried to do a selfie, doesn't work. I really need to practice that. So I got my mother and both of because selfies too well yet. But everybody
Mm,
says, when you're doing out and about, you should have yourself in the out and about. Well, I'm still
yeah.
trying to work on that. Yeah, we did that, and then unfortunately Friday, mom ended up in the hospital with
Oh
AFib.
no.
But they were super. I mean, she went in by ambulance. She was seen within very little time. They did all the
Mhm.
tests, everything was good, and she was discharged next morning, but they had to get the AFib under control. So that's where your heart
Okay.
races really fast,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then your pulse goes out of whack and everything. But she's fine now, and thankfully, like I say, when there's something serious, I find the hospital is pretty
Oh
good.
yeah. They're good. They're no complaints. It's
Yeah.
them that's the issue. It's the whole system. So.
It, but we were talking about being, don't know if it's a real person anymore, if it's
Mhm.
an account being hacked, whatever. But anyway, I saw something that I'm pretty sure was Julia Lucio. What on earth did you run into with your car to make that
Oh
call?
my god, no, I don't wanna talk about it.
Okay.
I did not I'm just gonna say I did not run into anything. I did
Oh,
not. So,
okay.
there
Leave
you
it
go.
at that.
That's all
Yeah,
I
because
gotta say.
it looked like
Um,
a hole
it is
was
a hole.
punched
So what
into it.
happens, I think, and it's probably nothing serious, like, the person probably just tapped a snowbank or something, but what happens is with the immense cold that we've been having,
Brittle.
those plastic bumpers, they're brittle.
Yeah.
They become really brittle, and
Yeah.
so, yeah, the person took the car, went to and did some errands, and then came back home, and then I took the car, went to Farm Boy, that was on Ezekiel's birthday. Went to Farm Boy. I come out of the farm of Farm Boy and I see this hole in my bumper and I'm like, what the hell? Anyways, like it's crazy. Like just a little bumper like that is like $1,200 to fix.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. I can
Because
imagine.
nowadays with all the sensors and stuff in the bumpers, like, yeah. So,
Yeah.
anyways, I'm still shopping around. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna fix it or not. Like, it doesn't bother me that much.
What
We'll see.
do you like when Katrina had a few
I
scrapes and stuff on her car at one
put a
point? She put a
duct
band-aid
tape,
on it. You're gonna
duct
need
tape.
she had band-aids, little band-aids all over the
Oh
car.
my
Like
god.
you're
Because,
gonna
honestly, I'd much rather spend $1,200 going down south than on a bumper. Like, I'll
yeah.
I'll go to, I don't know if I'm gonna go to Cuba because, like, I don't know. It's getting. I wrote a really good comprehensive piece for, not for the Seeker but for NCR Now, about
Yeah.
Cuba and the situation right now. It's
Yeah.
like they're really struggling, like the American embargo and the new things that Trump has put in place by, taking the Venezuelan government out, and
Mhm.
now there's like Cuba was getting their oil from Venezuela in large majority, so
Mhm.
now there's no gas, there's no oil, like the employees can't get to their work, like,
Oh
and
my God.
you throw in some mosquito-borne diseases that are really rampant right now,
Mhm.
so anyways, it's not a good situation, but anyway, I wrote a piece about, if you're thinking of going, like the pros, the cons, and why you should go or
Yeah.
not go, like the situations, and it's a good piece.
Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah,
look at
but I
that.
think I'm personally I'm gonna skip my Cuba trip this year,
Yeah, actually, there's quite a
sadly.
few people that are skipping their trips this year because of what's
Yeah,
going
and
on.
and what's happening is like the hotels are closing because they don't have enough people. So what they're
Oh my
doing is
goodness.
because hotels are all government run over there, so
Mhm.
um they're kind of taking the population of 6 hotels and putting it into one because there's not enough room in every hotel to justify keeping them open, so they're just
Mhm.
gathering all they're scooping all the people and putting them in one hotel. It's and the planes cannot refuel, and like it's yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a
That's
combination
just
of things. Of course, I'm not going to pretend that the government has nothing to do with it. They have a government that's but the American embargo is a big part of it. So
mhm. Yeah, all that stuff's getting affected.
yep.
But I'm gonna show you something really cute that I picked up.
Okay.
Look at my solar lamp.
Oh.
Look at this cute solar lamp, Julia.
Okay. I'm
I
not
like
gonna. I'm
mushrooms.
not gonna say what. I'm not gonna say
Okay.
like, oh my
Okay.
god, really
Well,
hide that thing.
wait, it's a mushroom solar steak.
Okay.
Get your mind out
If
of
you
the
say
gutter.
so.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Chicky. Anyway, I thought that was so cute. There was
Did you
6 of
watch
them
the
on.
halftime show?
No, I didn't
You
actually.
did not watch the
I
halftime
didn't
show.
watch anything to do with Super Bowl. I'm really
I don't
not
like
into that.
football. I don't watch the game at all. Like, I couldn't care less. But I watched the halftime show and it was pretty good. It
I
was
bet
good.
you.
It was historic. It was the first time that a Spanish speaking artist performed the Super Bowl halftime show all in Spanish.
Wow.
It was
And
good. It was.
because you speak Spanish, you could understand it.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm sure they'll have replays, so I'll check into that. I actually
Look it up. It
yesterday
was really good.
I stopped in at 26 Main Street in Alexandria at the Sunshine of Social Club. They had their
Uh huh.
first Valentine market, so I posted that too. But sadly, they forgot that it was Super Bowl Sunday and it was
Oh,
very slow. So
yeah. It must have
yeah,
been. The bars were
yeah.
hopping. I tell you what.
Oh, I'm
All right.
sure they
Well,
were.
enough of this. Maybe we should get to our guests who are backstage waiting anxiously to be brought in, I'm sure.
And then what we'll do is at the end of the show, we'll go over a few events that are happening.
Hmm.
But the seeker's mission is to seek out gems in our community. And I'm always a big believer. I think everybody knows that we cross each other's paths at certain times just when we're meant to. So a few weeks ago, I got a Facebook message from Crystal Bowen saying, "Hey, do you have a minute to chat?" So I'm like, curious. Sure, I do. So she started talking about something that I really knew nothing about. I'm hoping I say it right. but she was talking about Huga. And I was very curious. And I thought, you know what? Apparently, February is Huga month. And I thought it would be a good idea to bring Crystal Bowen and Crystal Taraya, both fr- from, geez, I'm from
Elevate.
Elevated. I can't even say it. It's one of those days. So I thought
Um,
we'll bring them on and we'll
here we
chat
go. Let
about
me
this
just move.
lifestyle. So hello, ladies. We have two
Good
Crystals.
morning. Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Oh, I have a mom mug.
Mine says
There you
off
go.
duty.
Mine says mom's mug.
Love it.
So you guys are both from the Elevated Real Estate Group. So is that something relatively new in Cornwall? Or has that group been around for a long time? I just wanted to know a little bit about that group first. And I
Crystal,
know Crystal, you're a realtor there.
I'm new to the business, less than a year. Crystal is the
Oh,
executive assistant. She's been here for a lot longer. So, with that being said, I think that you've been with the group for 2 years.
yep, 2 years. It's going to be 2 years in April, actually.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not something new then. It's been around for a long time because it's Century 21, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fairly new to Century 21. We came here in July of 2025. So, yeah, I mean, we're fairly new here, but we're making a mark, that's for sure. It's nice to have everybody's energy around here. And the Elevated Group, they're awesome to work with.
Crystal, I think you bring a lot of energy to the group yourself. Because this girl, Crystal from Zumba, I swear.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, we
She
lost
just
her.
disappeared. Crystal from Zumba, she brings a lot of energy to the stage. Like Mai-Liis is doing some Zumba with you, I heard. And oh, hold up, she's back. I'm gonna bring her back.
Uh-oh.
I finished your sentence.
Yeah, I know. So I know. I just disappeared. I went back in the back of the studio. I don't know what happened there. I think Julia threw me out. Anyway, ladies, so you've kind of told us what you do there, but today, I guess it's Yuga month. I am saying it right, right?
Huga.
Huga?
Huga.
Huga.
Ooga.
Yes. Yes, that's
Okay.
right. So it's a Danish. It's from Norway, and it's very popular in the winter. In our winter situation, I guess the lifestyle is, how you were talking about. Everybody goes in hibernation and wintering. This is where it becomes the most important.
And what exactly is it?
So Huga is just a way of life. It really is a lifestyle that is intentional, calming down and finding calm in chaos, if that makes sense. I found something, and I have my little Huga book here, so I just want to read a little something in my little Huga book. But so here's something to think about. So we wake up, a regular person that most people have this schedule. They wake up, they stare at a 6.7-inch screen, they work on a 16-inch screen, they relax with a 55-inch screen, they stare at a 6.7-inch screen, and then they sleep. Right? So I know Julie is hiding her face, probably because it is exactly what you do on a regular basis. So these are the things people do all the time. And Huga is literally living an intentional life with digital detox. It literally is just making sure that you're taking the time to calm your own mind and live intentionally in your home.
Okay. I want to know more. Like,
Yes,
how do you do that?
Yes. So there's lots of ways to do it. First and foremost, digital detox, find a corner, find some place in your home where you feel comfortable. And it could be, the kitchen. It could be a corner of your living room. It could be a bath. Some people like get away from their kids and get away from life that way. So it's just time for you. And it's a time where you don't take your phone with you. Even so much so where if you watch a Netflix show, say you're into this series, but your phone is right beside you. How many people are guilty of watching a show and picking up the phone 5-6 times throughout that time? Are you actually present? No, you're not. Right? And I can't believe how many times I do it as well. So it's just one of those things where you're intentional with your time. You're present. Your digital detox is so important. Get away from the screens and think about what you want to be doing that's going to bring you comfort.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you're saying this, I'm thinking you're saying find a corner in your home, and I'm thinking, and I cannot think of a corner in my home that has no digital device right now. So I'll have to make a corner in my home
Yep. And
to
it could be
detox.
something as a simple blanket or, you know, a little poof that you put to put your feet up, make it comfortable. It could be, you know, a little table with a little plant. Like Crystal's sitting here right now with a snake plant beside her. I'm not even kidding. Like, look, like literally,
Oh,
right? So you bring the hygge wherever you go, and in a situation where it's a home, this is one of the reasons why Crystal got involved in real estate, is because she aligns with the motives of hygge. She didn't know what hygge was.
I did it.
But when I started to talk about it, she said, well, that's the life I live already. And a lot of people do with not even realizing they're doing it or trying to do it.
mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I know me, so I do live it without realizing it, because when
Yeah.
you go into because I mean, we have a small house. When you go into my bedroom, the whole bay window is full of plants. I have 5 snake plants in there, by the way, different
Yeah.
styles. And that's where my office is. Sadly, I work there as well, but it's kind of my outdoor garden indoors. So
Yes.
in a way, that's where I'm relaxed as well.
Yep. Yep. It brings you energy. Yes.
It does. It
Mhm.
does.
For sure.
It does. Because I know right now, Crystal, or Bowen, as we're calling you, apparently.
Yeah. So
This is two
I'm just
Crystals.
going to tell you, there's 2 Crystals on our team. So my boss, Donna, who you'll be seeing probably come by in a minute. She's going to be coming in. That's our door right there, elevated. But she'll be coming in soon. But she calls me Bowen and calls Crystal, because otherwise it just gets confusing. So if you want to address me as Bowen, I'm okay with that.
Your wife is in the chat, and she said Crystal Square.
Oh, Belle's watching. Hey, Belle.
Yeah, Crystal Square.
Square?
Crystal
Oh,
Square. Yeah, two crystals. Yeah.
2 Crystals. Yep, we each have our name in our mugs.
Yeah, we do.
We don't get them confused that way.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
It is
Okay.
cute. So, you're saying you both living at the hygge lifestyle right now. I know, Crystal, you're certified in it. So how did that even, oh, Bowen, how you got certified in it? How did that happen? Or how do you get certified in this?
Oh, I know, right? Okay, so how it started for me, there's 2 ways it started for me. First of all, people that don't know me, I'm terrified of thunderstorms. So I hate being in the dark, and I hate whenever the lights go out, and I'm very afraid of what could be. I worry a lot. So with my anxiety, with thunderstorms, I find the hygge comes into play then. And so when your power goes out, you light candles and you're intentionally in your space. You can't you have to disconnect. You have no choice, right? So it allows you to right away, without even realizing it, you have no control. You have to go into a hygge lifestyle. However, how it started for me, and it's very strange to say this, but I'm sharing my story all month actually on Facebook. So if you follow me all month until the 28th, you'll see it's a daily dose of hygge.
Yeah.
However, it started with me in a pair of socks. It sounds crazy, but my neighbor gave me some socks that they're supposed to be hygge socks, and they were the most comfortable socks. And I love to read. And so when I sit there and I was reading, I had these socks on, and I was reading this hygge book right here. Okay. She gave me this book, and I was reading the book, and inside the book had the same socks, a person sitting crossed like that with reading a book. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's me in this book. So I got all into it. I was really excited. And when I started to read it, I was saying, this is, first of all, not only a lifestyle I want to live, it's a lifestyle I feel I could really connect to. And especially in the kitchen with Val, with her cooking and everything like that too. And in real estate world as well, you know, with clients, working with them, home is more than a home, it's a feeling. So that's what comes into play a lot of times in our work. So it just crosses really, really well. And I've been in the administrative role for 10 years doing with real estate. So to me, it's just something that really blends well together. And that's how it all started for me, was actually a pair of socks. And I got licensed and certified for it on one weekend with Val. We did it together. Val is licensed as well. And we were able to go through the entire certification process, and it really was incredible. And it's just a way to share that momentum with people and get them to realize that there's ways of disconnecting and creating mental health through it.
Yeah, you talk about disconnecting. So I go for walks up and down driveway and stuff. And at one point, I was taking my phone with me all the time, and I like, because I like to take photos, but now I'm trying to leave my phone in the house and just go and listen to, my feet crunching on the ground and smell the fresh air and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Well, you should
I got a
go.
solution
Yeah, I
for
love
you.
that for you
Take-
because I love nature as well. Like I'm out all the time. I see hearts and nature all the time because I'm connected. And that's important that you're like, like leaving your, I wish I could leave my phone back, but like, I like seeing those hearts because one day in my space, I would like to make a heart picture frame with everything that I've captured. So yeah, I get it. Like it's
Mai-Liis,
great.
there's a solution. Take 2 walks. One with your phone, one without your phone. One for pictures and one for just disconnecting.
There you go, 2 walks.
2 walks.
yeah, that's a good idea. I should be doing 5 walks a day actually, but I have committed to Zumba with Crystal every Wednesday. So I'm
And I
very
can
proud
see
of
she's been
myself.
coming every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, Mai-Liis has been there.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will be doing
You're a
that.
better
Am I
woman than I am,
disconnecting?
Mai-Liis. I can't even get my ass to the gym these days.
And that was one of your things you were going to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
for
yeah.
New
Don't, let's not
Year.
talk about resolutions, please. They're
But
okay.
so
So, Bowen, what does living? Okay, how do you pronounce it again?
Huga.
Huga. Actually, this is not compiling with the letters, and the way you
know.
pronounce it, it
Right?
does not
I know.
register in my brains for now.
It's
So
Hygge, and it does not look
Huga.
like Huga at
No,
all. I completely
exactly.
agree. Yes.
So, how does that look like in your everyday life with Val?
Okay, so well, Val is a 911 dispatcher. So she lives calm. She needs calm in her chaos. So when she comes in, we actually have changed our entire entrance to be very intentional with, we have plants in the front. When you walk in, we have sayings that literally say like, leave your stress at home, or leave your stress at work. And don't bring it up the stairs. So we've really tried hard not to bring our stress up the stairs. We have 5 stairs going up to our home, and we try really hard to kind of get it all out on the landing, if that makes sense. And then when we come in, we always either grab a glass of wine or a hot coffee or a tea, and we sit and we always download our day. It is hard to do that a lot of times because she does work different shifts. However, we end up having these moments and they're intentional and it's great. One of the main things we do is we always eat together at the table, and tablescaping is very important in Huga as well because it keeps you to the table. And sometimes it's just putting out a placemat with, having and again, it's the same thing with open houses. When we set up and we stage, like people can say it, we'll put out a little setting on the table so that people can see what the lifestyle is more than just a home. It's a feeling. We keep saying that. So that's something we've done. One of the things I do in the morning now is I come into work, into the elevated office right here, because we have a big parking lot here, and I need to get here early to get a parking space. So I get here early and I journal inside in the morning every morning. So I come in, I bring my journal, and I just have those moments of quiet before I start my day. And I love that because it just starts my day off in the best way. Number one, you're manifesting. Number two, you're focusing on your day and what you can bring to your clients as well. And I'm in the elevated office, so I'm already here and I'm creating my own space, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It makes a lot of sense, actually. I'm thinking with my family, I have a big family, and it's really hard sometimes to get everybody on the same page or in the same room, even at the same time.
Yep.
And I can imagine how different it would feel if I had just like I made dinner a special occasion, kind of like with the place settings and everything,
Yes.
and taking the time to,
Yeah,
Maybe people would be more inclined to come and sit at the table if that
that's right.
was part of the ritual.
That's right.
Yeah, I know for us, Sheldon does all the cooking, which I'm very happy about. Am I disconnecting? Because it looks
No,
like
you're good.
I stayed on okay. Because I was wondering about, because I'm out in the boonies, right? So sometimes the internet connection is up and down. But yeah, Sheldon does all the cooking, and for us, it's the same thing. Bowen. We sit together, we have meals together. But again, it's easier for us, Julia, because it's just the two of us,
Yeah.
right? I know whenever the kids were home, it was harder because they were working, they were here, they were there.
Yeah.
It was very rare to have meals together, but we make a point of it too. And then the other thing we do in the morning before we start our day, we have coffee together.
Yeah.
We chat for about half an hour, have coffee, and then we kind of get on with our day.
Yeah,
So,
we've embraced it at our work too, as well. Like we get it, we come in, we always have our mugs. Crystal actually made everybody their own mug, which was really nice. So everybody has their mug, and we sit here and we chat about our day or our week, or we just download what we have going on for the
yeah.
week, which is really nice. And one of the main things we've got going on is coming up, and it falls perfectly in the segue because we're going to be doing a vision board night, but it's for homes. So it's going to be a mood board. And I love Crystal to talk about that a little bit, just because our team's going to be very highly involved, and she's invited me as a subject matter expert on Hygge to help out with that as well.
So this is this poster that I got here, right? Gonna try to see if I can put it in full. No, that's not it.
She's
Technical difficulties.
There we go.
Here we go.
You got it.
Okay.
yeah. So, Crystal, tell us a little bit about this, and this actually falls in with the Hygge, like you're saying. It's to do with that, right?
Oh, absolutely. I want people to walk away with clarity and a goal. So with everything that we've talked about so far, it's just like putting these feelings into place in your own personal home. Like when you come home, you definitely just want that feeling, that like relaxing feeling. So whether, like Crystal said, it's in the bathroom, it's in the kitchen cooking, things like that, people just need to come back to the one and disconnect from the electronics. And this is why I think this is a perfect, like artsy, crafty night for people, because some people don't even realize that they have a style until they actually slow it down.
Exactly. So, what did inspire you to create this mood board event?
Actually, Crystal was the one that thought of me when she was inspiring towards it. And she's like, this is perfect, right up your alley, because I'm very spiritual. I'm very like into nature and all that stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'll run with it. So this is why she's going to be the guest speaker for my first event.
Oh, she's a guest speaker. So she's going to talk about what we just become. Awesome.
Yeah,
And
it's going to be the opening.
Okay, and then you're going to be doing the workshop after that. So what can people attending the workshop, what can they expect?
I want them to pause and like, just like tune into things. So like I said, I want them to stop, have a clear aspect of like what they want in their homes, and walk away with like the confidence. So like giving them the simple magazine, asking them to bring anything that means anything to them that they want to include, whether it's texture, whether it's like warmth, whether it's a picture of a plant, or something that will tie it all together, so they feel confident leaving here knowing the space that they want to create in their home.
And Crystal's been collecting magazines, and she has the vision boards ready with the text and everything for people to put it on their vision boards. So they're going to walk away with something tangible that will show them what their Hygge home or their mood of their home, what they want it to be. It could be rustic, it could be modern, it could be a farm home, all those things. So you could go into your manifesting what you want your home to look like and love your home again. It doesn't necessarily, she's a real estate agent, and yes, it'd be wonderful to have, people connect and want to work with us. However, it's all about loving your home as well.
Yes.
Building your dream home, right?
Yeah, you don't need big changes. Crystal was telling me, Mai-Liis, that you actually moved to the country and it's a tiny home. Big changes don't need to happen. Sometimes it's like slowing down and getting intentional with your space and being comfortable and aligned where you're currently in your life. And that's kind of the aspect that we're going for.
Mhm.
So this workshop is not for people who want a new home necessarily. It's for also people to embrace their old homes like mine.
That's absolutely right. It could be like a new home. It could be like an old home. It's creating an intentional space where you can just be comfortable in after that long day, you know? Whether it's the mood lighting, whether it's like having like a fish aquarium for that sound, whether it's the plants on your windowsills, like, you know, creating that so you can just breathe a little easier in life.
One of the things, I have to tell you kind of an ironic story, but one of the things is I just finished telling Crystal this morning, I wish I could share a photo with you of how it feels to just do what we do in the morning. So when I wake up in the morning, we have an hourglass and it's a blue sand and it's a sand timer. I have broke one. Sorry, Val. I did break one time. There's blue sand everywhere. It was not fun. However, we bought another one and it's so nice to just sit there. It's 2 minutes and you sit there and you flip it. Okay. So I wanted to share this picture with you because when you sit there in quiet and you watch this sand run, it's time and it's intentional time you're taking for quiet. And I said, I wish I could share the photo, but I went to the front to get something for our setup here. And I found this in the front of the office, which I didn't even know they had. And that's exactly what it is. It's a sand timer. So guess what? Now we're incorporating this as elevated hygge.
Wow.
Right? Isn't that ironic? It's just so strange. So I was very excited to find that.
We you know, as you know, Betty Healy writes for us, and she is the creator of the road signs. And I so believe that there are road signs along the way that show us, you know, what we're doing is right, and that's a typical typical thing to happen that shows you that you're doing the right thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's definitely a sign, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the right path. Like looking around our house right now, I obviously I live the hygge lifestyle without realizing it because my whole house to me is like I'm home.
Yeah.
Like I'm relaxed. I love it here. I often because Sheldon designed and built this house during COVID because he's a DJ. So there was nothing much to do for DJs when only 10 people could gather. So that's what we did through that time. And we've made this house exactly like we wanted. Like I laugh, you know, I tell him I did the hardest part. I did the inside decor. So that was the hardest part of the whole process. But I look around and I really, every corner to me gives me that
I love
relaxed
that.
feeling.
I love that feeling. That's great for you because you're creating intentional space and you're already intentional because you say that you go for nature walks and you're grounded and that's important to get back out, you know, and the thing is hygge's free. Like if you think about it, hygge's free. Literally digital detox is free. Sitting in a corner in your home or finding a place that's comforting for you is free. Going for a nature walk is free. There is no reason why we can't try and even incorporate a couple of these things. And one of the things I just want to say is throughout the month of February till the 28th of on Hygge, International Hygge Day, I will be posting daily doses every single day. So you probably see that as you've been going. And I know Mai-Liis, you said you have pine scented candles, and I love that because it brings in the outside, right? So like, thank you for sharing and everything. So
is that on your personal Facebook page?
It is. Yeah, it is. Daily dose of hygge. And every day I'm doing a different tip. Today's tip is asking everybody to join us with you, which is wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm doing a different tip. And this weekend I'll be doing a hygge challenge to people. So stay tuned for that.
Okay, I'm posting the link right now so people can just go to your page and check it out.
Sure.
I obviously, like say, I've been following it, and we burn scented candles all the time. So, so what is your favorite scent, Crystal? Bowen? What is yours?
Me?
Yeah.
I like a scent called Sweater Weather. It's called Sweater Weather. I get it at Bath and Body. They don't have it often. It actually sells out quite quickly. But I love the smell. It just reminds me of like comfort. It's just a comforting smell. And to me, hygge is all about comfort in your home. So when you walk in, you feel that it's playing on all senses, right? So hygge, again, even for for food, there's chocolates and different types of food, comfort food, all of that is very hygge, and sharing food is very hygge as well. So that's something else that I feel is really important to have that smell. What do you like to burn?
I like essential oils personally.
Yeah.
So my favorite scent is like citrus. It's very uplifting. So, yeah.
Energizing.
Like, it literally ties into the aroma, not only the feeling, but like every aspect, every sense that you have. Right. So I love hygge. Like, really do.
I have a trick question for both of you. So, Mai-Liis has her little home and everything is in place and hygge already. My home is a mess, is a big mess and cluttered, and like I wouldn't know where to start. Like, how would you tackle that? And I work at home, right? So my office space is in the front and then I have my home in the back, and it's hard to kind of separate the two sometimes. So any tips for that?
Yes. So first and foremost, I would say get yourself a cozy blanket, like something that's warm textured that feels, comforting for you. Could be a pair of socks. It could be a slippers. It could be, something like that. I would recommend finding a place in your home that is only for you. That is your, not that other people can't go into it, but it's your space, your time, your intentional time to say, this is Julia time. This is time for me not to have to worry about, podcasts or the newspaper, like the local seeker. These are things that you're just going to be able to go and breathe. It's going to give you a recharge. It's like a recharge station in your own home. So I would recommend finding a place that you find, even if it's in chaos, it doesn't matter. You find a place, clear it out, just that little space. Doesn't have to be a big space.
A chair.
A chair. Could be a chair for sure. Get a chair. Right now, I'm sitting on one of these rocking chairs and I'm like loving it. It's my hygge right now. And
She says it's a rocking chair,
I'm
but
loving
it's really an office chair.
And I'm sitting in our coworker Kelsey's office because they have good lighting with the windows. And I'm gonna say, Kelsey, I'm stealing your chair. Anyway, no, it's awesome. And things like that, little things. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Make yourself a cup of coffee, your favorite drink. Sit down and just be intentional in your space and disconnect. It's the best thing you can do.
I do that every morning. Like I have a favorite spot in my house. I have like my coffee cup. I literally plan out my day, and it's lovely.
Or read a chapter or journal. Manifest those things. For vision board and writing is a journal, right? We all know that. So that's kind of what we do every morning.
My son gave me this for my birthday, and it's like the best gift ever. It is, Mom, I want to know your story.
I love
and it's just a guided journal that asks like question about how my childhood, my life, and everything. And I've been writing a lot in it, and I just like, it's such a fantastic gift.
Love
and
that.
it's so touching because he wants to know about me, so it's kind of like really I love this guided journal.
Just think about the after effects of all of that too, right? Like when it gets to read that after, that's amazing. That's
and
amazing,
it's good for me because my mind is so busy all the time. Like we have a busy life, right? So having a guided journal is like fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. Well, one of the things I can say before we go on to the mood board, I just want to let you know that you can get yourself books. Like it literally exists on Amazon. Hygge Home. This is how to make your home more hygge. And this is actually all about hygge and the living. Weeking. His name is Meek Weeking. He is the guy who is the author of it, and he talks about how Norway and in Denmark they are the number one happiest people in the world because they just embrace what's around them, simplicity. Focus on, we live in a graffiti world where everything's like boom, boom, boom. Everything's
absolutely
true. And that's not the case with this. Hygge is very much about slowing down and being intentional.
We're just bombarded, right? Like all the time. It's just, and you're talking about disconnecting, and I'm like, I like the idea in theory, but when I do disconnect, when I come back to my computer, it is so overwhelming that I'm like, okay, it's not even worth disconnecting.
But just think though, if you didn't disconnect at all, how much more overwhelmed would you be anyway? You'd still have that information coming at you no matter whether you disconnect or not. You're still taking that time for you.
Right. Right. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So, who
I'm
guys?
saying, no, I was just gonna say, yeah, my house feels hygge, but I don't really feel there yet because I have a hard time disconnecting because we're always checking our emails. We're doing this, we're doing
Yeah,
that,
it's
walking
just
around with a
constant.
laptop. So yeah, that I've got to work on too. And it's hard, Julia. Like Julia
Yeah,
says,
it
it's
is.
hard.
It is. But I do take time, like oftentimes, to be with my kids. Like I really make when the pandemic hit, I kind of shifted my attention, and I started investing in time with my kids a lot
Mhm,
more, so for their mental health
mhm.
and mine.
Yeah.
So I was going to hikes every Sunday. We were going all over Ontario. We went everywhere, and we were doing hikes every Sunday. And then after the pandemic was over, it was like movies. We really enjoy movies, so we started always going to movies together. And so at least I have that I guess that's my huga time, but it's
Mhm.
not disconnected
But
100%.
that's okay. It doesn't
Yeah,
have to be. Everybody's Hygge time looks different. Like Crystal does every, you're saying you spend time with your kids. She
that
tells me this
that's
all
her
the
time
time.
too.
Your time is
Yeah,
intentional with your
Yeah,
children.
yeah,
absolutely. You got to
yeah,
square out that piece of yourself intentionally,
yeah,
make it
Yeah.
happen, and even smallest steps. Like you
yeah,
got to start somewhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's why the mood board is really good because
Mhm.
people don't realize they'll be able to come here. Our office is at Century 21 at the Cotton Mills, which is already a beautiful vibe.
Beautiful
So
spot.
in the front is beautiful brick, and we're going to have nice tables set up with fairy lights, very calming, and they can come in and they can just enjoy what they want their space to look like in their own home. And again, home is a feeling, right?
Yes.
So
Hmm.
that's what people need to realize. In real estate, people search for their homes because they want to find something that they're always looking for, but they don't realize sometimes what they're looking for if they until they sit down and they think about it. So that's what Crystal's
Hmm.
going to do.
Yeah. I think it's important that you want to start with a feeling when you walk into the space,
Hmm.
whether it's calm or relaxed vibes or an intentional space or even a safe place like a that you want. You lead with the feeling, and the design choices start making a lot more sense when you just like calm down and just start with like a scent.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apple and cinnamon is mine.
I was
I
well,
love
yeah,
apple
'cause
and
we
cinnamon.
we didn't end up asking because you went into a question. So apple cinnamon is your
Yeah.
scent.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I love
hookah
that.
lifestyle, whenever we started talking, I thought it was kind of like a minimalistic lifestyle, but it really isn't. Like,
No, it's
although,
using what you already have.
Mhm.
And I mean, some people go out and go crazy and they buy all these blankets and pillows, and you don't have to do that. You start small and you just clear your own space for your own mind. The first thing
yeah,
you do is keep your phone on your counter away from where you're watching a show, if that's where it needs to start. I'm telling you, you're going to reach for your phone, and when you don't have it beside you, it makes a big difference. I'm telling you, Val and I can attest to that. We watch Netflix. I'm all about Lincoln Lawyer, and we watch that, or we watch Below Deck, and we end up watching these two shows. And I always have my phone beside me, and I'll say to her, "Take my phone, put it over there. I do not want to be bothered right now." And
Hmm.
I've tried really hard. It's been hard for me to keep intentional space, to not be connected. I've got, Elevated, I've got Zumba all the time.
mhm,
Social media is a 24-hour
Hmm.
all the time, right? You're
Yeah,
always
yeah,
and people have an expectation that you will answer them right away as soon as they
yeah,
message you.
yeah,
100%. So that's one of the things. You just have to make sure that you're starting small. And
Hmm.
Crystal's right. Be intentional with your space. Slow
Mhm.
down, and realize that you don't know how it feels until you try it.
Yeah. Like I said, you build
exactly.
small.
Yeah.
You build really small. Like I get called out by my youngest all the time, like when we're watching our show, because in the real estate world, I have to be constantly on. But now it's
Whoa,
like
wait a minute. Your kid calls you out?
he calls me out. I am telling you. He's like, "Mom, can we have like a moment?" I'm like, "You know what? You're absolutely right.
Oh wow. That's
Put my
that
phone
Yeah,
away."
that's special because my kids are all on their phones.
Oh,
Like we watch a movie and
they
they're all
have
on
their
their phones.
computers, they do that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. But like when it's me and him time one on one,
Wow.
literally he's like, "Can we just be one on one?"
Great.
Yeah.
You raised them well.
Thank you.
I love that. There's another place too. With summer coming, you can always make it like a little oasis in the backyard too. It doesn't have to be inside. I want to put that out there too. If you're an outdoor person, you can. Val and I have a box that says unplugged, and you put your phones there, and nobody brings their phone outside on this patio. It's our little oasis. It's our time. We always have intentional time there, and to connect or play a board game or just have a drink, have some charcuterie, whatever. Charcuterie is a big hygge thing. I mean, that's, obviously cheese, meat, who doesn't love that? So a fine wine, you have it paired together and you kind of spoil yourself. But with that comes intention of space that you need that is disconnected. Digital detox, super important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the fact when you started talking about we get up in the morning, we have a small screen, it goes bigger, bigger, bigger. It's true. It's true. It's ridiculous.
You got to get back to nature.
It's ridiculous. I asked a family one time. I have a family, my cousin with her husband and 2 kids. I've asked them how many phones and devices they have. And between all of them, they have 26 devices in one home. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And TVs and devices. And you sit back and go, yeah, that's a lot. You have a tablet, you have a phone, you have another phone, you have a TV, then you have a TV in your bedroom, and you have a computer, and you have a laptop, and it goes on and on and on. And it's like, wow, one person could have
21. I find that conservative.
Right?
You should see my home.
That's what I mean.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
I know, like Val at 911, she works with 9 screens every day. So it's like it's just so important to calm down and find that place that's your happy place and time for you.
Yeah.
And that's what this mood board is going to do as well, is allow people to just come and be intentional in their space. And maybe that'll just shift their way of thinking too,
So is there going to be a little box at the doorway where everybody puts their phones in before they come in?
Oh, we should do
We
that.
should do that.
I'm going to do that. We'll bring
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to pull up the unplugged box. I already have it.
Great idea, my
I
Lisa.
will make that my hygge for
You
tomorrow. My unplugged box. I will make that my hygge post. So I'll share that tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little cell phone jail.
Yes, exactly. That's perfect.
I sent one of those to my daughter for Christmas. That's what happens over at their house too. The kids all sit on their phones.
Yeah.
They're 11 and 13. They're at that
Yeah.
age, but hopefully
And you know
she'll use that
what-
in the box.
What's the worst part of it all is that, like, if I think back like 10 years ago, it used to annoy the hell out of me
Yeah.
when my kids would be on the phone during dinner time. And then eventually, like, it's like if you can't, what
If
is
you
it?
can't
the
beat them,
thing?
if you can't,
Yeah.
Can't
So
beat them.
I became like them rather than enforcing the law of not having the phones at the table.
Yeah.
And now everybody's on their damn phone. And nobody makes a fuss about it,
It's all
Nobody
about like
cares.
loss of connections, though. If you really stop and think about it, like it's division constantly, and we just got to get back to being one with ourselves and the relationships that we care about and the space that we care about to actually be a little bit more relaxed in life that is so busy for so many people
Yeah.
lately.
What is it? What's this obsession when you're with people that you want to be with other people?
You're not
all
wrong.
the time?
Exactly.
So it's so funny. I'm going to challenge you, and Val and I do it often. We go out for supper and we sit there and we watch other people, and they're on their phones, but they're on their phones and they're having a date or they're together. It could be business lunch, but they're on their phones the entire time. It's like, you're not enjoying, number one, you're not enjoying the food. Number two, you're not enjoying the company.
Mhm.
And those are the 2 reasons why you go.
Yeah, like go have dinner with the other person if you're on your phone all the time. Like it's
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do the
I
exact
was
same
just
thing.
thinking of that. I was thinking of that too, because Sheldon and I had gone out for supper at one point, and there was a couple came in, sat down, both took their phones out. I don't know, they were not talking to each other, not a single word between the two of them. They were texting.
maybe
or
they were texting each other. Maybe.
well, we were laughing because after they'd eaten and all this and that, still on their phones texting, they both got up. So Sheldon said, "Oh, I guess they just texted each other that it was time to," because they never spoke.
Time to go.
Never spoke a word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
Well, I mean, as I'm doing this, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at, I'm connected right now to my headset on my phone. Like you're constantly connected. And I just realized in the screen, you're constantly connected. And so that's the first and foremost thing. That's the number one thing you can do right away. It's free. Try to disconnect, to reconnect with people around you that you care. And remember, you're intentional with your space, because people that you're hanging out with, if I'm on my phone with Crystal for lunch and she's on her phone the whole time, I don't want to go for lunch.
No.
I don't want to. I don't want to eat by myself.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's important to the
Yeah.
people.
Might as well go by yourself with a good book
That's right.
at that point, you know?
And I'm Shuka.
Yeah.
You're reading right there. You're gonna
There
do
you
the
go.
right thing to the person. Yeah. Yeah.
But I noticed, Bowen, I noticed you and Val have a lot of nights that you have like friends over, you have theme nights, and
Yeah.
that's part of it too, because you're
Yeah.
totally disconnected then.
Right. The only time we only have our phones for photos, and that's
Yeah.
only at the end of the night usually, and music. That's it. But even then, we have our Google playing, so I don't have my phone most of the time. But yeah, it's nice. Like even Puppy Bowl yesterday. I mean, Super Bowl was a big thing. I did Puppy Bowl, and we always do it with our dogs. And to me, that's time with family and
Yeah.
disconnecting. You know? Yeah.
Well, that was
Oh,
fantastic. Thank you so much. Just remind us when the workshop is taking place and how to register.
So you DM me on my Facebook page, my business page, and it is going to be Thursday, February 26th between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. here at the Cotton Mills.
and is there a
Perfect.
cost to it or is it a free
No,
workshop?
it's a
Wow.
free workshop.
Okay.
Workshop and limited space. So
Yes.
it's going to fill up quickly. So do get your name in there, because if not, we have to turn you away. But this is our first one, or Crystal's
Yeah.
first one. So we're really excited. One of the things, can I just share this?
Sure.
Because I love it. So these are all intentional spaces of what your home, want your home to look like. And then in the
Okay.
middle, 2026 is all your lifestyle. So maybe it's working out, maybe it's going for a trip. So these are lifestyle matching with your home.
Okay, I said
Wow.
we're not talking about resolutions anymore.
No,
Just
no, we're not talking about resolutions. No, we're not.
And I want to put out there that cozy isn't about a trend, and it's not about perfection. It's about what it is warm to you.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, ladies, for
Wow.
joining us this morning. That was awesome. We'll see you at the workshop. I'm assuming Mai-Liis is gonna attend.
Awesome.
I'm assuming Julia's gonna attend.
Yeah, more than likely.
There you go.
Just have to check my calendar, but yeah, if I'm free, I will absolutely message Crystal.
Perfect.
Thank
Sounds
you,
good.
and have a fantastic day, ladies.
Awesome. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
All
Have
right.
a good day.
Yep, you too. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye for
Bye.
now.
Bye.
Okay, so I'm gonna check my
So it
my
kind of gave
calendar
us,
and see if
so
I'm
like
available
I
that
say,
day.
my house is Huga, friendly, but I'm not yet because I still go everywhere with this thing beside me, which is,
Mhm.
again, it's hard to disconnect though. Like
It is.
it's very hard and we have to really make a point of it. So so for the 26th, what do you have?
I'm gonna have to check. Otherwise, I'm gonna be kung fu fighting again,
Yeah,
and I
check
am
on
kung fu
that
fighting.
because I think that will be a very good exercise.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the vision
Okay.
boards, I've done a couple of them for other things too, and it's interesting because it really makes you think,
Yeah.
not in your normal way, but so while you're checking, I'm just going to run through a couple of little events. I had them written here. Let me just find them again. So for most of these are for Valentine's Day, which is coming up, which will be a good reason for people to disconnect from their phones and everything, especially if they're going out. Do not sit opposite each other and text, talk.
Yep.
So basically, Saturday, February 14th, there's Valentine's Romance Tour for two, hosted by Bee Meadow Farm from 11 to 12, just for an hour. And I get it. It sounds like you're around animals, and there's a tour of
Oh.
animals, from what I understand. It sounds different. Again, check it out on the Seeker website on the events page because it is
Mhm.
there, the full details. There's a Valentine's Crafters Fair at Essential Kitchen in Cornwall on Pitt Street from 12 p.m. to 4. Entry is free, hosted by the Cornwall Crafters Fair. You've got annual Valentine's Gala for Hospice happening at Nativity Hall. That's again on the 14th. Actually, there's a lot of Valentine's stuff.
Yeah.
Valentine's Best of My Love, a Valentine's Day with Los Desperados Eagles tribute happening at Royal Canadian Legion. And Art for All, hosted by the Art Hive, is back at Cornwall Square. So that happens every first and fourth Friday of the month from 2 to 4. It's a chance to come, connect, and create. Leave your phone at home, only for photos. Take it for only that. No experience needed, all ages welcome, and all the art materials are supplied. So again, that's something to do as well. Plus, I did go to the first Valentine's Market on Saturday at 26 Main Street in Alexandria, hosted by the Sunshine Social Club. There's another one coming up this Thursday, which
Mm-hmm.
I believe is the 12th. It's on from 6 to 9. So if you want to go find some cute little Valentine gift, definitely stop in there because there's a lot of artisans in there and a lot of interesting little ideas for gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Also, after you've had your meal or whatever, stop in at the Klein House Gallery at 204 2nd Street, where the annual juried art show continues till February the 28th.
Wasn't
And
there
again,
something at the Klein House on Saturday or Sunday? I had something on my calendar about
there is actually, I've been writing all kinds of stuff down because there's a lot of stuff going on. Um,
like last
Words of
Saturday or
Art.
Sunday. Was there?
No, it's coming up on the 22nd. Words of Art at the Klein House. So people
Okay.
take paintings and they talk about them. I've been
Okay.
to that event. It's actually really interesting. So that's on Sunday the 22nd from 1:30 to 3:30, the Words of Art event. Again, go and check the Klein House site because they have so many workshops and interesting things happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's really worth stopping in. And that's a space. I mean, as
I
well as I
know
do.
it's so
When you
beautiful.
walk through those doors, you disconnect completely because you feel like you're in another world. So
Yeah.
that's always my go-to if I'm in Cornwall and I'm stressed, that really brings that level down.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's funny because I bumped into Mike this week. I think it was Thursday. I went to Tim Hortons and he was having a coffee with a friend. The guy who
Mike,
used to, yeah, who the
Mike
guy
Logan,
who
Logan
Logan, yeah,
Gallery.
yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen
So
him in
I
years.
was like, it reminded me of those wonderful days where he was cooking, and
Yep.
those were great dinners. It was such a great settings for dinner.
But it was a total different feel. It was
Oh
a
yeah,
very
like
cluttered space, full,
yeah,
and
yeah,
now
yeah.
it's
It's a different
empty,
space
empty,
altogether.
empty. Very, very relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Serendipity Boutique also
Very
has their
hygge.
there it is. It's super hookah, and they have that nice green couch. You can sit on that, read through a book.
Yep,
Very hookah.
yep.
You can also, while you're in Cornwall, stop in at Serendipity Boutique at 331 2nd Street West, another one of my favorite places.
Mm-hmm.
Not, again, a hygge place for me, I suppose, and for you, because I know you go there.
Yeah.
They're having their wedding dress sale right now.
Oh,
And yeah, it's wedding
just wedding
dresses.
or prom?
Oh, they have everything.
Yeah.
Prom, weddings, men's suits, flower girl, bridesmaid dresses and accessories. And of course,
Okay.
the best part is all the proceeds from Serendipity go to Maison Baldwin House.
Okay. I'll be
So
there today.
that's why
Trinity is
you
graduating, believe it or not, this year. So we need a
oh
dress.
my oh my goodness. Yeah,
Yep.
go check it out. They have all kinds of stuff, and you know as well as I do. And the bridal event's happening till the 21st of February, so you still have time. But I also want to segue that into we are working on the Beauty and Bridal Flip magazine for March for the Seeker.
Yes.
So basically, Seeker's on the front. So if you have anything for that, get it to us by the 20th of February. And the Flip magazine, which Julia always does such a beautiful job with, is on the back. So again, if you're really a business related to beauty or bridal, weddings, anything like that, please
Yeah.
contact us at info@thesika.ca or private message me or Julia for details.
Mhm.
Again, February the 20th is the deadline date to get
Yeah.
all that in as well.
All
So
right. Is that it?
we now Monday is Family Day. Sorry if it's upside
Yes.
down. So there's a lot of celebrating going on. There's free pancake breakfast put on by the Kinsmen at the Royal Canadian Legion. You've got family swim at the Aquatic Center, public skating at the Cornwall Civic Complex at Lumley Arena, and I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff going on. So we've
Yeah.
decided, I believe, that we're not doing
No,
a show
because we're going to
next
be having
Monday.
pancakes. We're going to be having pancakes, so we're not going to be on next week.
So
But we'll be back.
are you actually making them or having them at Royal Canadian Legion?
Having them at the like. Is that even a question? If I don't have to make them, I'm not going to make them. Anyways, we'll be back on the 23rd.
Yes, we will.
And for another Monday morning motivation. And I think we're trying to do a Black History Month themed show that day.
Yeah, because February again is not just Hygge month, but it's Black History Month as well. So
Yeah. So
watch out for events going
on that note, people, have yourself a great day.
and a super week.
Bye for
Bye for now.
now.